Tell me about this journey of working there, and how did you end up at your own firm?
So I was there for 7 years, and I was a franchise owner at one point. I was a manager, advisor coach. So I stayed there for 7 years in like multiple capacities, and actually left after 7 years and went to more of a corporate firm, TIAA Cref, and worked in their wealth management group. And I started working with like high net worth people,
Hmm.
and realized that that's not my passion. Like I like rich people, but I didn't get into this to help only rich people.
Hmm.
And so after 3 years, I was like, I can't keep doing this. Like they wouldn't even if you didn't have like, $1 million, 500,000 or more, they wouldn't even talk to you. And I remember having to get permission to work with somebody from my church, and she had like 350
Wow.
saved. And I was like, and she was like, I got 350,000. I really need somebody I can trust. I know you work there, can you help me? And I went to my boss and I was like, hey, this woman from my church, she's got 350, so she's under the threshold. Can I work with her? And I had to go through hoops just to like work with somebody that I wanted to help.
Mm.
And I was like, man, this is really taking away from my passion
Yeah.
for helping my community in particular. Like I learned a lot, which I'm super grateful for. I learned a ton, and it made me not be intimidated by wealthy people.
I
And
like that.
like, that was important because from a poor kid growing up, somebody sits in front of you with a million or a couple $1 million. You're like, man, how can I help them? Like, what do I do?
Hmm.
I used to get really intimidated by that, but that took that away because all of my clients were millionaires at that point.
Yeah.
So when that's your norm, it wasn't intimidating anymore because I knew the value I could provide even to somebody at that level of wealth. So I stopped being intimidated then. So it was helpful there. So 3 years there, then I left and I actually went back to grad school full time
Okay.
because I also have a master's in divinity and economic development.
Okay.
So typically I focus in like the faith and finance space.
Okay.
And so I went back to grad school full time and then worked part time as an advisor for a small firm from one of the advisors who used to work at American Express. He left, started his own firm, and I went to work with him part time. He set me up with an office and
Hmm.
things like that. 5 years later, that's when I started this firm. So I've been running my own shop now for 6 years.
Nice. That's an amazing journey right there.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot
it,
of lot of
no,
fun.
but it also explains, like, how everything is part of your story. Even that step that you ended up realizing it's not your passion, that still helped you to get to where you are today.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't regret that at all. Um, it was just really important for me to take that kind of intimidation out of the equation,
Yeah.
and know that I have value because, I can add value to anybody.